Welcome to SortaOkay Reviews, where every fandom's welcome. I'm Nathan Bedard.
I'm Brad Newton.
And today, welcome to the Sorta Anything Show.
Episode 4.
Yes.
So, we didn't have a show last week, mainly because we didn't really have a lot we wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's still not a lot, but we don't want to go 2 weeks without doing a show. So, here we are today. We have just some big, topics to do. We'll just list them off real quick before we get into what we've been doing for the week. The topics are going to be the Mandalorian Season 2 trailer just dropped this morning. We're recording this on a Tuesday. The Apple event just ended 10 minutes ago from us recording this, so we'll talk a little bit about that. The PS5 event is tomorrow, and we'll be talking about the Flashpoint in the DCEU. But before we get into all that, let's what have you been up to this week?
Well, this week, so I kind of hint at what might be coming for a future video. I started the plan of buying one of my grails, so there should be a video upcoming soon. I'm very excited. Like, this is probably going to be the most expensive collectible I've ever bought. Mm-hmm. It's going to be that grail piece, and I think you should be pretty excited about it. One thing I just started watching, I noticed on Netflix they got Cobra Kai. And I was excited for it. I love the Karate Kid. I watched all the Karate Kids. I didn't really care too much for the new one with Jaden Smith. It was okay. Yeah. It wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it wasn't like, it just didn't have that essence of the first one. I think Jackie Chan made it better. But of course, it's we're going on right now with the streaming wars. You got freaking Peacock, you got HBO Max, you got Amazon, Netflix, Disney Plus. You just got so many. So YouTube Red really was like the least, like that. Like Lily Cobra Kai, I think, was the only thing they had that was really somewhat interesting. So they finally put it on Netflix, and I decided to watch it. And that's probably one of my favorite shows now. I love that show.
I watched the first episode back when it was on YouTube Red for free, and I'm not going to pay for YouTube Red. I pay for too many things. But I remember watching the first episode. I just haven't had a chance to watch it. It's on my list to watch.
Oh my gosh! As far as like I watched it late at night one night, and just feeling the nostalgic of like some of the moments that happened, like it brought me back, and it just like, oh my gosh, it was so nice. And then just, there could be an easy way. Like, they could have done a movie where, just the same happened, where it's like, oh, Daniel LaRusso versus Johnny. But, like, the way they handle it, it's, like, so real, and it's so good. And, like, I will say, it's not a spoiler or anything, but the kids that, like, are in the show, I swear to, like, these are, like, young Power Rangers. These kids, like, there's one kid that looks exactly like Tommy from Power Rangers. Like, these kids just look like they're training to be Power Rangers. I'm waiting for at the end of Cobra Kai, like, when they finish it, Zordon to just pop up and get all these kids and be like...
teenagers with attitude.
When they got attitude. But just seeing, like... I remember just as a kid, it's like, yeah, Daniel LaRusso was the good guy, Johnny was the bad guy, but of course it's
it kind of blurs the lines a bit.
But things like now, and especially being grown up, like, things aren't always what they seem to be, and it's like, okay, he's kind of a jerk, but there's a reason for that. He wasn't that bad. I mean, Sensei was bad, so you go down that path sometimes, but it's just so good. And the way the first, I'm not gonna spoil the way the first season ends, but the way it does end, I'm like, oh no. And like it just like, it opens up so much, but it's just like, it makes you think you had a vision of what you thought it was going to be, and then it completely doesn't become that. And so it's what makes it interesting. But it's such a good show. I would it's on Netflix, so definitely check it out.
Yeah. I know you've been watching The Boys as well. I've only watched the first episode and a half. But The Boys looks like really good this season too. Homelander, the actor who plays Homelander, is so great.
Oh, he's so good. And one thing I've like, as a collector, I'm pretty sure most of you know that they've announced The Boys Funko Pops. But I found out a couple weeks ago, NECA actually acquired the license for The Boys, so they're gonna be making NECA Boys action figures, and I really want a Homelander and maybe like a Black Noir.
That's good.
But definitely Homelander. If you guys have watched the episode 4 of season 2, oh my gosh, Homelander is he's nuts. Yeah, I love that character so much.
As far as shows, me and my girlfriend have been watching Hunter x Hunter. We're about halfway through the Greed Island arc. So if you're familiar with Hunter x Hunter, we're there. We're almost Chimera Ant arc. We're almost to
pretty much
the end. Yeah.
Some people say that the Phantom Troop's the best, and some people say the Chimera arc is the best.
I go back and forth on it.
I would say the Chimera Ant arc is the best, like hands down. Like I just like that arc is just probably top tier for me.
Yeah. So I've been watching that. I watched a few episodes of Boys. I kind of fell off of Umbrella Academy. I haven't gone back to watch it yet.
That's a good. Definitely finish that if you can.
Mm-hmm. Umbrella Academy. Actually, so I got a new PS4 Pro actually. So I've been trying to catch up on my back catalog, and I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima a lot. And that game's freaking great. That's what I've been doing every night. Sucker Punch made it. Same people that made Infamous games. I've been playing the hell out of Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, Jin's a great character. Gameplay, everything. It's real fun. It's real fun open world samurai game.
Yeah, and I mean, one thing I've been seeing with a lot of games, like I was thinking about picking up 2K21, but I kind of want that to be my first game on the next gen. Mm-hmm. But one cool thing is if you do buy it right now, you get the digital copy version for the PS5. Mm-hmm. So I do like that a lot of these games that are coming out, they know, hey, next gen's around the corner. We know if you buy this game, you can play it on next gen. Here's a digital copy, you can play it on next gen. So I think that is pretty nice on a lot of games.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you get we'll know at the PS5 event tomorrow. I hope so. By the time you watch this video, we're going to get into that in a little bit. But you could insert your PS4 disc into PS5 and it just works. I hope that's the way it's going to work.
Yeah, me too. But we'll probably find more about that now. Something you told me earlier before coming here, you got a certain pass.
Yes. So other than before that though, the other thing I'm playing right now is Fall Guys. Fall Guys is freaking great. Like you should, I think you should play it.
Do you think that might die out though soon? Do you think it's just
I don't think so, because so many streamers, like I think it's gonna be like a Fortnite thing, because the reason I don't like to play Fortnite, I played a few games of it and I don't like, the nervousness of like trying to shoot and kill other people. But Fall Guys is literally, it's just 60 of you guys and you're all running towards something. Like I could play that game forever, I feel like. They have season 2 coming out, they're going to have new maps and different. It's kind of like playing Mario Party. Like it's like a Nintendo game but made by PlayStation. Yeah. Like of just these mini games. And I'm like, and if you just fall off the map or you die or don't qualify in the round or something, it's like, okay, I just play another round. I don't know, like it doesn't give me like the same anxiety of like, oh, I got to kill these people in Fortnite. So I think it's like a different way it's like a Fortnite game, but I don't like the Battle Royale games, but I do like this game.
Well, Fortnite, aren't they, like, I know they're not hurting, but I heard, like, the Apple Store and Google Store, like, banned them.
Fortnite, yeah, that's like a whole big controversy right now. They're in court over it. I don't want to really get into that. Like, I know the minutia of it, but it's
like, well, because of course, I play a gacha game. I play Dokkan Battle, where it's like you get a guaranteed SR now with Dokkan, so you do get something with every multi you do. Yeah. But it's a gacha game. It's you're spending money, you're gambling essentially. And I know that was a big sense because, of course, when Fortnite first came out, I remember I heard a story about a kid that spent $10,000 on V-Bucks. On his mother's credit card.
Yeah.
That could not have been one, that credit card company let them do that. Like crazy. 2, good for them. It seems like they're doing well in life. I mean, they got $10,000 to spend. But like, wow. Like I played Fortnite a little bit. It's definitely fun. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna sit here and bash the game. Like, oh, it's just stupid.
It's not for me though.
It's okay. It's something I could throw on every now and then. But Fall Guys, it does look fun. I think where it's gonna really need to open new maps. They're definitely going to need
I think it's going to need to be on more consoles too, because right now it's only on PC and PlayStation. I think it needs to come to Switch, and I think it needs to come to Xbox.
I could definitely see it coming to Switch pretty quick. That just looks like a Switch type game, especially with the playability of the Switch.
But yeah, so that's been really fun for me. I've been getting trophies. I haven't gotten actually haven't won a game. I think last night I got 3rd place. Like I was like 3rd in line to grab the crown. I was so close as I've been, but I haven't gotten a crown yet. But this game it's stupid fun getting all those skins and stuff. But yeah, sorry to cut you off your segue earlier. You were trying to segue into it, but the I've been thinking about like taking a little vacation here. We live in Florida, and I've been like weighing out my options. And right now, I kind of decided that I think the best price thing right now is Universal. I went ahead and got the day pass for Universal. You buy a day right now, and you get through December, and you can go as many times as you want. There's no blackout dates for free. Well, not for free, but you buy the day pass, and it's kind of like a season pass. So I have that right now. It was between that and Disney for me, but I went with the Universal one for right now.
And I think that's only for Florida residents.
Only for Florida residents, yeah. So same thing with Disney. Disney has a flex plan right now for you get 2 days for $65 each day to whatever park you want. But that's also Florida residents. So if you live in Florida, I mean, it's a good deal to go. I mean, COVID's happening, but
yeah. But I mean, let's be honest. I think like you and me both agree. Like we've been like, of course, and everybody has been getting tired of this COVID thing. We're just like at this point, we're like, yes, we're gonna follow the rules. Yes,
I wash my hands.
Wash my hands. I
like
wear a
15
mask.
times a day. I wear a mask everywhere.
But I'm also like, I'm just done with it. I'm not gonna be afraid to go out. I'm not gonna be afraid. If anything, I just gotta be careful when I'm around my grandparents or somebody like that. But like, I'm not really worrying about it right now. I want to go back to my life a little bit. So, and from what I've seen, like a bunch of other YouTubers, they've been, you could follow up Prince Charming Dev. He has a great channel. He does like a lot of Disney news, Disney content, parks. He and then a couple others, like they've been going to the parks, and I've been noticing like there's nobody there. Like it sucks right now, yes, because it's hot, and wearing a mask, I feel like that's gotta suck. Like it's already hot and hard to breathe walking around all day, so with a mask it's definitely gonna make it way more annoying. And especially with having to get a queue in order to get in line. But the thing is like you can get onto practically any ride. There's nobody there. I saw them. They were at Star Wars. They were at Star Wars Land really like a couple days ago. And they were able to just walk into everything. They went on Rise of the Resistance like 3 times. It's just like there was nobody there. So I feel like, yes, it does suck that you have to wear a mask, but I think that outweighs the fact that you don't have to deal with crowded lines. You don't have to wait for like everything for like an hour to just go on one ride. Now, granted, too, from what I saw in the video, you can't build lightsabers right now, so that kind of sucks. But you can still buy the Legacy lightsabers, which is something I would want to do. But I would highly recommend that if you're in the Florida area and you're thinking about going, yes, maybe try to pick a day that's not 98 degrees outside or 90 even, in fact. But try to go, because it's not, the weather is just like, it's gonna suck. But like I said, would you rather, yes, it'd be 70 degrees outside, but then you gotta wait like a bunch, like I might not be able to go on this ride today, or oh man, it's busy, we might not be able to do this today. I would just go now while you can. Like I've never been to Disneyland and it's dead. So this is definitely a new experience for you to get the things you want to do and not have to rush.
I assume if you're a Florida resident, though.
Florida resident, I definitely wouldn't plan a huge trip. But too, also right now hotels are super cheap. You can get those nice. So you always been wanting to do those nice hotels, like the Disney hotels, the Grand Resort.
I got. They have Universal hotels. I got one right now for $80.
Like that's.
I mean, that's the cheapest one. It's not like their luxury one, but their luxury ones are going for like $200 right now instead of like probably $500. So.
But especially like times like these, like you need to get away. Like I'm definitely gonna probably go with you one weekend to Universal. Probably get a hotel. Like I said, we're gonna think about doing the Disney thing because we really just want to do Hollywood Studios.
Go see Star Wars Land because we've never been.
And I definitely want to go. I'm excited. But it's just interesting. Like I think you should definitely go right now if you're thinking about it. Like forget the mask. Like just go. And from what I've heard too, some people don't even wear their mask when they're walking around. So.
Well, I'm thinking about going on Sunday because I bought the pass yesterday and I'm working. We had to do the videos today, so I haven't had a chance to go yet. But I think I'm gonna go on Sunday. So maybe next show I'll talk about what it was like. First-hand experience going to Universal. But,
I would suggest too. I know they have like some if I might give you some money because they have like the 90s merch. Well, not 90s, but they have retro merch there, which I think you guys should check it out. It looks pretty cool, but their t-shirts look pretty cool.
I'll take a look at that. We'll see. It's iffy if I'm gonna go this weekend or not, but I'm gonna try. And yeah, so with that, let's go ahead and get into our topics of the week. The first one that dropped this morning was the Mandalorian Season 2 trailer.
Yep, I woke up. That's why I'm wearing my shirt today. I'm so, especially like just seeing the date. It's coming out on a spooky time. Yeah. It's coming out October 30th.
Coming to Disney Plus. Yeah.
Like Baby Yoda's gonna haunt your dreams with his cuteness. Like it's
pretty great. The biggest like controversy I saw was that people are mistaking Sasha Banks for Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka Tano.
I don't blame them a little bit, because I remember when I first saw the trailer, I was like, was that... Because they say, like, you know...
you're looking for a Jedi.
You're looking for a Jedi, and then it cuts to that person, and it's like, oh, is that... Wait, oh, is that...
Is that supposed to be...
Because it's hard to see.
Yeah, it is kind of...
So you, like, kind of think, like, oh, is that Ahsoka? But, like, I don't even know why I was thinking, like, of course it can't be. If that's... Like, she's playing Ahsoka...
She needs some way more like makeup and stuff.
Well, the makeup, but the headpiece, that should she can't hide that. That doesn't go away. So that like that was definitely not Ahsoka. So don't worry about that.
That wasn't Rosario Dawson. Like it was a big thing, like controversy on Twitter. But I'm a wrestling fan, so I know who Sasha Banks is. So I'm like, I guess they look similar in the lighting. She was like a faraway shot. So I'm like, I get it why the average person didn't notice. But that definitely wasn't her. That wasn't Ahsoka. I think Sasha Banks playing like a different Jedi character. But from the trailer, it looks like, it's going to be Mando's job. He's going to try to find the Jedi to get Yoda back, or, Baby Yoda, the child. I call him Baby Yoda, but yes, I know he's not actually Yoda. He's the child back to his people. And then it started off like his ship was not in good condition. And we saw Cara Dune back. We saw
this
Carl Weathers.
The scope looks way bigger.
Yeah, well, obviously, because the first one blew up. Like, that was, like, the thing that everyone was talking about, the Mandalorian. And you've got it brought up here. And then, so yeah, we're looking at it again right now just to talk about a few things.
So, pretty much you just get, like, the voiceover. It looks like his ship's a little messed up still.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, his ship's pretty, like, drifting along. Like, it was open. And then, we're watching it here. And Baby Yoda's got his pod back, his little pod that floats back. That was pretty cool.
I like that.
Some Tusken Raiders.
I just wonder, like,
icy planet. So I feel like we're seeing all the places they're gonna go. Icy planets, Hoth, maybe, I don't know. All the different planets. Mando's taking Baby Yoda. See, then watch the scene now.
Yeah, no, rewatching it now, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's definitely not Rosario Dawson. Like,
but they only show her for like 2 seconds. And she's got a hood on, but I'm like, yeah, that's Sasha Banks.
I like how Baby Yoda's like, do you know that?
Do you see that? It's like a water planet, looks like some space action. I mean, the budget on this is like,
it looks so cool.
It looks like a movie. Like, it looks like they released this in theaters.
But I mean, they only do 8. Like, oh gosh, the speeders.
Yeah, Scout Troopers.
But they only do.
And he's got a jetpack.
Like 8 episodes, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm okay with that. If you're gonna do 8 episodes but have them super high quality, yes.
You got the budget, like movie quality.
The best part of the trailer where he pulls out the thing and then Baby Yoda's like, nope, I'm hiding.
Yeah.
And
like they're all about to be attacked and Baby Yoda's like, nope, curl up in his pod.
Just start streaming the 30th. So and then the good thing is too, like I know, like with Netflix, of course they drop all the episodes, but Disney Plus they do it weekly, which I do like better because it definitely gives us something to look forward to. But it looks good. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. I didn't need anything. I didn't even need to see Rosario Dawson, honestly, as Ahsoka. I don't need to see that. I want them to keep that hidden. I want to experience that for the first time watching the episodes.
That and Boba Fett as well.
Boba Fett, yeah. I've heard.
I kind of wish that they didn't announce it in this. Like Boba Fett, if he would have popped up, I would have lost my shit. Like I didn't know.
Yeah, I still think though, like Boba Fett would have been excited. I still think, like, even though they announced Rosario Dawson, I think just the moment when we see her, like, that's the thing, they need to keep that hidden. Yeah. Which we don't got much longer. Keep that hidden. So I'm hoping that they keep that hidden, and we're good.
Yeah. So the Mandalorian Season 2 trailer came out, and we're moving along from that to the Apple event that happened a few minutes ago. Now, me personally, I'm not, like, I mean, I own, obviously, Apple products, but, like, I'm not, like, the one that gets super, super hyped over Apple events.
No, especially this year. I watch a lot of tech YouTubers. So and I'm not strictly, attached to Apple. If somebody has a great product, I would love to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people thought that this was going to be the iPhone 12.
Mm-hmm.
I did not. Well, one, because like a lot of the YouTubers are saying like this is probably not what it's going to be, and I agree with it. I think it's, especially with the delay in production, and two, honestly, from what I've been hearing about the iPhone 12, it's not supposed to be anything crazy anyways. Like I've heard it's not going to have the 120 hertz display.
Yeah.
It's not going to have that much smaller of a notch. It's just going to have that kind of round design, like the iPads right here and like the old iPhone 5s. That's the new design technically.
Yeah, personally, I have the 10s right now, and I'm not really looking to upgrade at the moment.
Honestly, and granted, I have to see what it become, like what the iPhone 12 is in order to decide. But I kind of agree with you. I don't think I'm gonna either. I love my Pro Max. It's a perfect device for shooting videos, for just capturing pictures, just everyday use. Like it's solid. And then from what I've heard about the 13, about it having a whole screen display, no notch, touch ID, kind of what they showed in the iPad Air. I'm excited for that. But like a lot of the slogan was "Time flies." Kind of already gave it away right there. A new Apple Watch kind of was maybe the AR sensors.
Yeah.
But first thing they showed off was the Apple Watch Series 6. Now, from what I've heard from leaks and stuff, everything kind of came to fruition. It's not a really new design. The biggest thing that they got going for the Series 6 and technically the Apple Watch series as a whole is the price cuts.
Yeah.
Like now you have the Series 6, which I think was
$2 or $3.99, I can't remember.
I think it was $3.99, which is great. Like that's not bad. Like they didn't soup it up, but I don't think they can because it doesn't have that much difference. But you have the biggest thing, the newest thing was the blood oxygen level. Like you can it's new technology that can read your blood oxygen level. That's great for, I think people would really keep track of their health. I think this would be great for doctors, nurses, all that kind of stuff. For hospitals, technically. Yeah. They announced new colors for the Apple Watch themselves. Like they have a blue and a product red. Cool. They have some new wristbands, which is really cool. But the big thing for me was the Apple Watch Series SE. I was because I don't really want to buy the 6.
Yeah.
But I do need to update. I have the Series 3 right now, and I do want to update. So, and I was thinking, I'm like, okay, maybe it'll be like 300. It's supposed to have like the internals of I believe it has the chip that's in the Series 5. It's supposed to have the bigger display, and it's going to have like some of the features like the fall detection. But it came in at $279. That's way better than what I thought.
Yeah, we were thinking $299. So, yeah, I maybe I'll pick up an Apple Watch eventually. I know I want one. It's just a matter of when I can afford one.
And then, they showed this new Apple Fitness Plus, which is like another service that they provide.
Yeah, the other thing I'm looking at right now that I didn't actually notice when we watched it's called Apple One. I guess it's going to be a new subscription service for different things. The individual plans, $14.95 a month. The family plans, $19.99 a month with a Premier plan. So it looks like it's going to be Apple Music, Apple TV, Apple Games, and iCloud. So I guess it's going to be like their own subscription service.
I mean, I commend them for that. Great, all in one package, cool. Yeah. But right now, I never watch anything on Apple TV. Yeah, there's nothing that they really have on there that I'm really interested in. Apple Music. I mean, I love Spotify. I can't leave Spotify. I've been with Spotify for years. I love that platform. The arcade's pretty cool. That really, I think that benefits you if you you have kids. Yeah. Or if you're super super into video game, not video games, but games in general. But now the one thing is I guess that's great. If you do play a lot of games on your phone or your iPad, but where that really could have benefited too was if they showed a new Apple TV. I have the old Apple TV, the recent, not the 4K one, but the one before that. And it does, even on the 4K version, it doesn't have the right chip to really handle some of the higher graphic games. So that's what some people were hoping the new Apple TV is going to have, and then that really can, I think, help boost their service. But The fitness thing is like $9 I think for the premium, then like the $7 for the general. It's cool. I think that even though this is not something I'm particularly looking forward interested in, I think this is benefits a lot of people because we're stuck at home. A lot of people are stuck at home, can't go out, can't go to the gyms. It sucks right now. So boom, you can have full-blown workouts in your home. You have somebody there walking you through what to do because a lot of us need motivation. We need somebody telling us what to do in order to get the workouts done. So, and they unveiled a new iPad, just a regular iPad the 8th generation. Cool. The price tag is what's really nice. I think it's
I didn't see how much it
I
was.
think it's $299. Let me see. Look, it has let's see. I'm pull up the specs right now. So it's pretty much same. So 9.8 inches. They still have the home button, Touch ID down at the bottom, stereo speakers, 10-inch display. They have the A12 chip, so definitely an updated chip. Better camera. I think honestly, it's just a just good
Updated.
general iPad. The price is what I think really benefits this one. I think it was like $399. And then two, I think it's shipping out in September. So yeah, so you have the 32 gigabyte, which is starting at $330, and then you have the 128 gig, which will be $429. So that's really good. Like especially now with kids being at home and not being able to do, schoolwork and stuff like that at school. They need something that they can get their work done. And let's be honest, some of these $20, $30 tablets just don't cut it.
Yeah.
Especially with Zoom calls and stuff like that. So this is smart on Apple. This is maybe not the things we wanted to see.
Yeah.
But this is smart. This is great. I love that Apple's going in a more affordable way. Now, the one thing that did catch my eye, though, that I thought was really cool is the iPad Air. Now, they pretty much, let's be honest, they took the iPad Pro, trimmed it down a little bit, made it a little bit smaller, and that's pretty much what the new iPad Air is. It has the one new thing, though, that it has that's really cool that I hope they implement in the new iPhones coming out maybe this year or next year, and then hopefully maybe in later iPads too. They have Touch ID on the power button, which on the Air is going to be right here.
Yeah,
that's really cool, especially now with having to wear a mask when we go out in public.
Sucks.
We can't use Face ID as much anymore. So being able to have Face ID or have the button, that's what we need. And then it has pretty much the design of the iPad Pros. It has the A14 chip, which I think is going to be in the iPhone 12. I believe. I'm probably wrong on that, but I could be. And then it has support for the Apple Pencil, which is really cool. It's pretty much a base, like if you want some of the power of the iPad Pro, but you can't pay that price, this is the perfect entry model for you, I think. And I think if you're really just like you're a student in college or something, you need something that can get just general work done, I think this is great. I think they really technically to the tech people that really want the next and best thing, I think they didn't really care for that much. I think they focused on really what's going on in the world and what people are really needing, which I really like. So it was a solid event, I think, for what it was. I didn't expect the iPhones, so I'm not mad about that. I understand a lot of people are upset about it, though.
Yeah, no iPhone. But personally, like, I'm not going to buy anything from here. I don't really need any upgrades right now. I'm happy with what I have. But it's cool. Maybe I'll get them in the future. Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah, so we already kind of, speaking of tech, and we already mentioned this earlier, the PS5 event is tomorrow. As of recording. By the time you see this, it'll probably have already happened, but it starts the September 16th, which is Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be 40 minutes, and it's going to be the PS5 reveal. I mean, they haven't really said much beyond that, but we've got to get the price of it. There's no way they're not going to say the price.
This thing could be 2 minutes for all I care. Xbox has revealed their consoles, their price, and when they're releasing. And they've even got payment plans, but whatever. They've revealed that. PlayStation, like, come on. Like, I want your system. I want to start pre-ordering. Let's go. Like, so, like, reveal the price.
I think they should come out a week earlier than Apple. I think than the Series X. I'm saying this is my prediction. I think they're going to come out a week earlier to give them
than Xbox. You mean?
Yeah, what did I say?
Apple.
Yeah,
they might come out more than Apple.
Yeah, a week before Apple. No, a week before Xbox.
Shit, if they teamed up, my god.
Yeah, my bad. But yeah, a week before Xbox, and then and I don't know. I think the price is going to be more. The iStation. There you go. That's the next gen. There you go. $1 billion. Give us the rights right now.
Dude, for real.
But yeah, so that event's tomorrow. But yeah, if it's 40 minutes, like they've got to show games. They're gonna show more Miles. They're gonna show more Horizon.
I've been looking at Xbox. I've been looking at PlayStation. I feel like the one thing that Xbox has really been winning a lot of people over with is the fact of like, okay, they don't got like a lot of exclusive titles coming out maybe next month, but their Game Pass thing,
the Game Pass is the best deal in gaming right now by far. You get
your online capabilities. Mm-hmm. You get your technically you get a free game every month, but you get the Game Pass. You get I've had Game Pass.
Yeah, you get
it's all great. It's honestly it's amazing.
There's so many games that you play with it that you never would. It's like I'm not gonna spend $30-$40 on this, but if it's on Game Pass,
it kills physical media. Not gonna lie, as a person who loves physical media and also too love going to GameStop, it makes it so obsolete because it's like, oh man, I want to play me especially, like I only really like look for certain games I want to play, but those people that like literally like I'm bored, I want to start a new game, I beat this game, like oh man, okay, let me go in the store, let me see what's like cheap. You don't gotta do that anymore. You can literally just pop on, ooh, whoa, what is this game? Boom, download it, play it. I don't like it, delete it.
Yeah, and you still have Game Pass. You can play, whatever else you want.
And it's $14. I think it's $14 a month. So that includes your gold, and that includes all those games. Like I think
it's the best value in gaming by far.
And the big thing that really set them over the top was the fact that you're gonna get those big titles like the new Halo, all that day one on that Game Pass. That's crazy. That's so good for gamers.
Just for everyone in general. Like I am a Sony. Like I prefer Sony over Xbox.
I do too,
and I can't deny that that's like ridiculous. Like I think what Sony needs to do now. Like I understand Sony's going to be just fine. PS5 is going to be just fine.
They've always been selling more consoles than Xbox.
Well, not this generation, PS4 generation, yeah. And then. So the PS5, I think, is probably actually going to sell more consoles, but I don't. Xbox isn't focusing on their consoles anymore. I think they're focusing on their ecosystem, their Game Pass,
which makes sense because like a lot of people think that they make them a lot of money off the consoles. They make little to nothing on the consoles. They make their money on their subscription services
or the games that they sell. And PS5 still has the exclusives, but I'm just thinking like future, like down the line, like. Because Xbox has a lot of Xbox game studios now, so if they start getting exclusives, like Sony needs to start, just in case, I think they need to combine like PlayStation Now and PS Plus or something, and they need to come up with something to fight this Game Pass, in my opinion.
Which I mean, I don't think they need to unveil in this event. They could. I think one thing. Like I don't really know what they could have. I think they're gonna definitely have some games. I think one big thing that they could definitely just destroy it with is God of War 2, like you were saying. God of War 2 would be get me so hyped.
Even if it's like 2-3 years away, like they announced God of War Ragnarok or something.
They could show like a 10-second scene, and I'd be excited. I do think that if they come out, and especially too, maybe I could see them showing this too. With like Xbox kind of like doing like the whole phone thing, like where you pay you pay for 24 months, you pay like 30 for the Series X, it's like 30 something a month, and you get Game Pass included in that, which amazing again, and you get the console, and it's just like kind of like cell phones, like you're gonna pay that for 2 months, and then by then they could have the Series X Slim or something like that. They might have another edition, and you can boom, I'm gonna upgrade and do another payment plan. I feel like that's what they could be kind of going for. Now I don't know if PlayStation will do that way, but I could see PlayStation being like, okay, we're gonna do the same thing where you can, like, we know times are hard for a lot of people, you can do monthly payments on these devices, on these consoles, which What do you think the price is going to be on the PS4, PS5?
PS5, I'm pretty sure. I'm thinking digital edition. The Xbox Series S was $299. That's so good. I'm thinking PS5 is going to be same price. I
The
think
digital edition is good, but let's be honest too. It's very washed out. Like it's like only 1080p video games.
But I mean, if you're a kid, that's all you need though. If you could play the current gen consoles, like if you're like, I was listening to a podcast earlier, kind of funny podcast there. Like if you're an adult, you get the Series X. If you're a kid, you get the Series S.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it'll be good for kids. But so I'm thinking it's gonna be $3.99 maybe for the digital version and $4.99 for the disc version, or maybe $4.50 for the digital version. But
I could see couple. I could see one the high end, the disc version being $5.50 maybe, and then the digital version
it could be more
being
than the Xbox.
No, I'm not saying, but I'm just saying like on the high end, because like let's be honest too, like PlayStation, like they know they're good, so like they could be higher. But they know people are still gonna buy their consoles. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's how they lost the PS3 generation. So it's gotta be $4.99.
I think the end price is just gonna be $4.99. I think that's pretty simple to say
for the disc version, and I think the digital version, that's when I'm like $3.99 or $4.50.
Now, do you think they're gonna come out same day as Xbox?
I think it's gonna be a week before. That's what I was saying.
You think it's gonna be a week before?
Yeah, I think that's if you're Sony right now. You go. Okay. I know they're coming out this. Well, let's get the week advantage on them. Let's go ahead and release a week early, if possible. I read an article saying that they're having chip problems right now, so they're gonna have 4 million less than they expected. The PS5 right now, so it might be kind of hard to get.
Yeah, I just want to know the day, because if we know the day, I can go hop on Amazon, pre-order it, or if those sell out too quick, boom, I'll go to GameStop, try and do it there. So we have the good thing is you have a lot of outlets where you can pre-order this. You can go Amazon, you can go GameStop, you can go Best Buy. So you have a lot of options at least. So, but I'm interested. I'm gonna try. I think it's at 1 p.m. tomorrow.
4 Eastern.
It's 4 Eastern.
For us,
okay.
1 p.m. Pacific.
So I'm not going to be able to do like a reaction, but I might do a video later that night, maybe giving my thoughts. If there's anything really crazy to kind of talk about, I might do a video on it, just myself. But if not,
we'll talk about it next week.
We'll talk about it probably next week on our show, yeah.
Okay, and then our last thing we want to talk about is a news story article came out, which we kind of already assumed, but Flashpoint, DC Universe, Flashpoint's coming out. And they kind of said in an interview that it's going to reset and restart the DC universe, which is kind of a mess right now.
It is. I mean, DC. Luckily, they had their perfect golden ticket. They had the Flash. They had the reset because they're like, okay, we now know kind of where we're going. We know what we're doing a little bit. We got our main hitters like Wonder Woman. We're not going to change that. Ben Affleck don't want to be Batman no more. Okay, we'll get him back for one more time. Yeah. We got Robert Pattinson, and then who knows what they're doing with Henry Cavill yet. Yeah. They could still keep Harley Quinn, but I think one thing is they're definitely gonna cut the Joker.
Yeah, no more Jared Leto Joker. They'll probably stick with Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I don't know if Ray Fisher's gonna stay as Cyborg though, because of all the stuff that's happening with him right now.
Yeah. I know it's just but the thing is like it's just towards Joss Whedon though.
Yeah.
I heard it was the way that Joss Whedon treated them on the set.
Yeah.
But again, I guess if Warner Brothers doesn't,
they think he's a problem. I don't know what's going to happen.
Because I mean, he's going against them. Like he's fighting against DC, whereas Ezra Miller had that whole debacle with that girl on that video, and they haven't let him go yet. So
yeah,
I don't know. It could not happen. I mean,
I'd like to see maybe them bring Green Lantern in. I'd like to see maybe Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern, some of these other DC people who they could possibly cast.
I also just hope that you don't mess up Flashpoint. I mean, that's a very I've heard too. There's gonna be a lot of characters in it.
Yeah, they apparently like a lot. Yeah, a lot of people are gonna be in it. They showed the concept art for Michael Keaton's Batman, and I was like, holy shit! Like how deep are they gonna go back in DC movies on this? Are they gonna get Christian Bale in there too? Just have all the Batman in there for a second?
That's gonna be really cool. But on top of that too, I have a little faith though, because one of my, of course, you'll probably see whenever I do a room tour, one of my favorite things in the whole wide world is It. I love the Pennywise. I love that movie is probably one of my top all-time movies. And Andy Muschietti, he's the director of the Flash movie. So I have faith in him. He can deal with a lot of people. He can definitely deal into character development. So I think I just think this is a golden ticket for DC to just be like, okay, anything that people didn't like that was bad, we can get rid of it. We can fresh new start. And I think a lot of things are going to definitely get axed. I think Jared Leto's Joker, that's not going to come back.
Everyone in the Suicide Squad except Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn, maybe Jai Courtney too, because he's been sticking around. And then too, I think everybody in like the Suicide Squad, the new movie coming out, I think will stay possibly.
Who survives?
But now too, I think, James Gunn is perfect. He's definitely a smart guy when it comes to this whole universe stuff. So I'm pretty sure he's not just doing like this movie as a one-time thing. I think he's working with DC to be like, okay, this is going to implement this way. We can do this because that could just get erased. Or I think they've got something planned.
Yeah.
So that makes me excited, and I definitely think, sadly, Ben Affleck. I think Flash is going to come back. Ben's not going to be there, and he's going to see Robert. I think that's definitely going to happen. And then two, I think another thing that could Lex Luthor. I don't think.
They're probably. I wonder if they'll stick with Deathstroke, because he was like kind of popped up for a second.
I think he will. I think he still wants to do it, and I think he's one. And we haven't really seen. Nobody really hated on him. I think he's good.
I mean,
they could recast him, but
promotional stuff was good for him. But yeah, I'm just trying to think of like the big question is going to be, is Henry Cavill still Superman?
That's going to be a big one. I can't. I don't even think it's really a point of recast, because it's not like he doesn't want to do the role. It's just Warner Brothers doesn't want to make the movie. It's not that he doesn't want to do it. So it can't be that. So I can't see them getting rid of him.
Yeah. But I think they're going to keep the core Justice League. Like I said, Gray Fisher's a question mark right now, and so is I would say Henry Cavill, but
Jason Momoa I think will stay.
Yeah, I think Gal Gadot and Jason Momoa are for sure will stay.
Now
Robert Pattinson will probably going to be the new Batman now.
Probably. Now, and we got to see what goes on with Amber Heard. I don't know if
she's probably gone too. Yeah,
she'll probably be axed. Now, another big thing too to kind of consider is like, well, especially in this, we'll kind of see what goes on with Ray Fisher. Is they're going to be doing the Snyder Cut. They got to shoot some scenes. Like they still got to finish some scenes, so they got to come back. So if he comes back,
from what I heard, Snyder wasn't going to shoot anything. He was just going to use the footage he already had.
Well, I heard they had to shoot some stuff. Like, and a lot of it was just finishing the stuff because this isn't going to be just one movie. It's going to be a 4-episode series type thing. It's going to be a 4-hour long movie.
To be honest, I don't think it's going to be that much better than the Justice League movie. But I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think it's going to be spectacular anyway.
You could be wrong.
I hope I am, but nothing leads me to believe that it's going to be great.
Yeah. But, I mean, this is just good for the DC. I think there's some things that I think DC's been killing it lately.
All the spotlight's on them right now. Marvel hasn't done anything this year because of COVID.
No.
Marvel's taking the year off after Endgame.
But,
they earned the year off. They won it off.
And I think they'll be fine. I think if you give it, I think if by the end of the year, if we don't know much, if we don't have any... I think
they announced... Was it Wonder Woman they announced for Christmas Day?
Yeah, so Wonder Woman got pushed back from October to December.
Yeah, it was Christmas Day, I think.
It makes sense. I mean, I think really these studios are just... of course, we haven't seen Mulan yet, but I've heard that movie is just tanked.
Yeah.
And they're going to lose a lot of money on that. So I think that Disney's not going to really rely on their streaming services, their movie. So...
Yeah.
I do think
they're probably going to hold off on Black Widow.
Wonder Woman, they're waiting for that people to flock back to the theaters. But, I mean, I'll be honest, too. I just, I don't think they should do that, too, because the fact that this thing could last for a whole, another 6-7 months easily.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. It sucks, though. I mean, I was looking forward to seeing Wonder Woman in October. But, I mean, December, Christmas time is a great movie to go watch. I mean, we don't have a lot out this year anyway. So, I mean, if I have to wait, I'll wait. That's fine. We have The Mandalorian in October. So,
yeah, it's always stuff to look forward to. But I think that's going to do it for this week's episode.
All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed it. Now, don't forget to like and comment on this video so you can get all of our content and notified. hit that bell whenever our next video comes out. We definitely have a lot of great stuff coming for you guys.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
And have a great day.